Many of us want to manifest everything we want. But we omit one very important thing in manifestation. The simplest rule to apply to manifest as easily and quickly as possible is through the law of intention. What is the law of intention? The law of intention is a principle that states that our thoughts and intentions have a powerful influence on shaping our reality. According to this law, when we focus our thoughts and intentions on a specific outcome, we are more likely to manifest that outcome in our lives. So, how do we apply this law correctly? Neville Goddard said that you are born with an infinite power. Each person is born with an infinite power, against which no earthly force is of the slightest significance. Let's see apart from that power. Firstly, everywhere around us is energy. Of course, we will talk about this in another video. There is nothing but energy, and we, human beings, use this energy all the time to create, whether we do it consciously or not. This energy could be compared with clay, and human being can be compared to the one who uses this clay to create various forms, material objects, to attract people, situations and events. Now, imagine that, everywhere around you, this energy forms a field, the field of all possibilities. The reason why it is called the field of all possibilities, is that we have the possibility to create anything, and anytime. Also, in this field is everything you need to be able to create, in the form of information. Nothing is impossible to create. Everything is possible. This field is just waiting to be put to work to help you create, providing you with all the energy, in all the forms you need. You don't create alone. You create together with this field. That's why we said in previous videos that you are a co-creator. But let's define this field. You are using this field at this moment, and you have done it in the past. You did it all the time. Whether you knew it, or not. The purpose of explaining this law is that you to find out how to consciously use this field. To become his master. To direct the energy from this field, exactly as a bandmaster does with his orchestra. This field of all possibilities is just waiting to receive instructions from you. Your role is to use it, which is everywhere, to activate this field and put the infinite organizing power of the universe to work for you. To bring you ideas, people, situations and events to achieve your goals and to fulfill your wishes. But how do you do that? Let's see. The law of intention tells us that the energy from the universe can be directed towards to what we want, to bring us like a magnet through the law of attraction, what we want. Therefore, introducing an intention in this field is always the first thing we must learn to do correctly, if we want to get what we desire in record time. To understand intention, we must give some examples of desires without intention, and desires with intention. Let's take a look at these examples of wishes, not intentions. I want a girlfriend, I want a happy relationship, I want a car, I want health, I want to go to Hawaii, I want a job from which I can earn well, I want to be a boss. And now, let's take a look at these wishes with intentions. I want a girlfriend, to be happy, I want a happy relationship, to feel loved, I want health, to see my children growing, I want to open a vegetable growing business to help people eat healthy. I want to change my job so that I can afford to travel where I want. I want to be the boss, so that others don't tell me what to do. Can you see the difference? Intention is that so as, to be, to help and so on. Attention please. No one judges everyone's wishes and intentions. We have offered only a few possible examples of desires, and desires with intentions that people have, to give you an idea of what we mean. Now that you understand the difference between desires, and desires with intentions, you must also understand that there are two types of intentions, correct and incorrect. Firstly, there is no right or wrong in the law of polarity. There is no good and bad, that's why we use the quotation marks. We call the correct intention that intention, which, formulated in a specific way, leads us to the fulfillment of our desire in a record time. And we call incorrect that intention, which, put in a certain way, most often blocks the fulfillment of the desire. Setting a correct intention makes the difference between fulfilling your wish or not, and this is one of the main reasons why people do not understand why certain wishes are not fulfilled. And also blame God, in an erroneous way. For your wish to come true, the most important thing is to answer correctly to the question, why do I desire this thing? If you answer correctly to this question, your desire has a very high chance of being fulfilled. If you don't answer correctly to this question, either nothing will happen to you, or you will get something else. Maybe you will get that something you want, but you won't be able to enjoy it. What means that you won't be able to enjoy it? You can realize that you struggled in vain to get it, that it doesn't make you fulfilled, or you lose it shortly after you got it. To be more specific, intention determines direction, and we like to associate this with something in our everyday lives, such as the GPS in our cars or Google Maps. You won't get into your car driving without having a destination in mind or a direction, right? Let's suppose that you take a trip, you know that you are heading in a direction. You don't need to know what all the stops are, you don't need to know how they will all be solved, you don't need to know 100% all the details, but you know what your destination is. Setting intentions is one of the missing links for most of us. Because we don't set any conscious intention behind what we do, we live the same things or situations day after day. We do the same things every day, and then we wonder why we get the same results. But what makes an intention correct or incorrect? To understand why intentions are divided into correct and incorrect, we must remember what our soul wants and its reasons. The reasons why the soul desires something are a little different than the superficial reasons of the unawakened mind. But still, what does the soul really want? He wants growth, evolution, and spiritual progress to feel what he really is: loving, harmonious, gentle, abundant, generous, uniquely talented, strong, brave, and so on, and to experiment to its true potential, in the pose of co-creator, using these powers. The soul wants that everything it contains as a potential in every cell, to come to the surface, so that the person who has lived entire lives in fear, trauma, and suffering, becomes free and manifests the divine within him, transforming the old and suffering person into the new person full of confidence and superpowers. Therefore, any intention that does not agree with what the soul wants, any intention that does not help to increase its evolutionary level, is considered an incorrect intention. Intentions like this take you far from what the soul wants, in a totally opposite area. To set your intentions incorrect, it means choosing only from the mind and not taking the soul into consideration. It means not knowing the purpose of life on earth, from where you come from, and where you are going. We challenge you to look at all the wishes you want fulfilled with deeper, wiser eyes, and to ask yourself, why you really want those things. We are not only referring to money, cars, houses, but also to people. When you do this, you will be able to find out that, in fact, what you really want is not that thing, but the emotion that thing gives you. Because that emotion gives you a state that makes you feel in a certain way. Here is the key. To find out that reason that is apparently hidden. Let's see some more examples to understand better the reasons why the intentions are considered correct or incorrect. Let's put the fog aside. For example, I want to attract the right person in my life so that I won't be alone anymore. At first glance, when a person reads that this intention is incorrect, she does not understand how such a thing is possible. You may say, what's wrong with wanting someone so you won't be alone? There is nothing wrong with this, only that we have to dig deeper, to understand the depths of this desire. When you feel alone, it means that you don't have a relationship with your soul, you don't have a relationship with the God within you, and you seek to fill this void by looking for a partner who you believe can fill it for you. But the main purpose of life is to find yourself as a divine being, a child of God, and to understand that you are not separated from divinity and that you are complete. No matter what you feel or how big that inner emptiness seems to you, it automatically results that the soul does not agree with this intention, because it moves you away from this goal. You may be wondering, okay, I understood where the problem is, but still, how do I create this connection with the divine within me, so that I no longer feel this loneliness? Your connection with divinity is an effect of a cause. It cannot be written in a sentence how you can do this. Let's say it briefly. Raising the level of consciousness, of your evolutionary level, awareness, are exactly the aspects that will lead you to this final awareness. It can happen overnight, maybe after reading a book, maybe 10 years later, maybe never. Why? Because everything depends on each individual. By person's power of understanding, how strong is the person's desire to get out of the darkness, and by her daily choices. If you find yourself in this situation when you feel like entering into a relationship with someone in order not to be alone, or you have already entered, it is necessary to continue to discover yourself, to get to know yourself better. This will bring you quality people to enter into a relationship with. With such an incorrect intention, you can end up entering into relationships with people who feel as lonely as you. This doesn't mean that, if he has the same need as you can fill his void and he yours. This is a big trap. How to ask from a person who was the same void as yours, so much affection, energy, if that person doesn't have it either. You ask for it because you have a void. That person does it for the same reason. It will be the impression that you are giving each other affection, but they are just bursts of energy. Because you have nowhere to recharge, you are not connected to the divine source. Let's see another incorrect intention. I want money to get out of poverty. Apparently, it is absolutely no problem to want money to get out of poverty. Maybe you ask yourself, what is the problem? Isn't that normal? Well, it's not really, and you'll immediately understand why. The soul is not poor, it is abundant. When you say that you don't want to be poor, you automatically declare that you are poor. You might say, but I really am, I have no money. You are rich, only this is true at the level of the soul, not of human being, yet, and if you do not find yourself rich, it means that you do not identify with your soul, but with the mind which is limited. Do you understand now what the problem is? Try to change your intention. Like, I want money because I feel that money would help me to experience a beautiful life. At the same time, you feel a positive emotion of excitement when you do this, because you know you will have them. Let's see another incorrect intention. I want a business just to make a lot of money. Most of those who are looking to do business or who are just looking to make a lot of money, have the intention of making money. And that's it. What they don't understand is that, to make money, you don't have to focus on money. Money is a consequence, an effect of a cause. The reason is, we offer value to people through products or services, and money comes automatically as a result of this exchange. If we sell something, or do a business just to make money and we don't fully involve ourselves in it to offer the best experience to the person who buys, then our intention is not in agreement with the soul. We call this an incorrect intention. Allow me to say something. Even if your product or service is good and offers value to individuals, the intention with which you do it matters. If you really want to reap the fruits to the maximum, then it is necessary to understand that the intention that comes with what you do is crucial for your spiritual evolution and, at the same time, says a lot about the evolutionary stage you are at. No matter of whether you work somewhere or have a business, if your intention is only to make money, it will work in the short term, or maybe it won't work at all. The intention behind what you do must be based on service. It must be an intention of the pure heart to serve others. To be obsessed, if we can say so, with offering the highest services. Furthermore, this service must align with what your soul is asking. That energy you emanate will call those people back like a magnet. Now let's see some wishes with correct intentions, like I want money, so I can travel around the world, because I like to meet people, different cultures and change the way I look at the world. This reason helps the soul to experience in a positive way. It helps people to open up, to evolve. All these things can help a person to free himself from limited beliefs about how things should be, to stop being rigid, to return to the country with new business ideas, through which he can do something truly constructive for his fellows, and so on. Do you notice the angle from which you must look to be in tune with your soul? I want to make money so that I have more time to use my talents, to write books for people, to paint, to do voluntary actions. I want money so that I have more time to use my talents in a business. Do you get it? And now let's see some very strong intentions. I want money so that I can do something for people, to offer them more education, to create jobs, to organize events that help to change their mindset. Now intentions like these that are oriented towards people, change, evolution for the better, are very strong intentions. Many resources come, indeed, to those who use them for high purposes. If the universe sees that you use money to help others, and your intentions are not only to make money, but also to help a lot of people, then the universe is sending you more and more money, because you become a very important channel for the divine plan. There is a need for such people, who are awakened, and who have clean intentions, for the progress of mankind. I want a car to make my life easier. I want a more powerful car, because I have a passion for such cars. I want to go on vacation to have fun, to rest, and to spend precious time with my family. I want money to be able to offer my family a decent living and a proper education. I want money so that I can give others beautiful, and unforgettable moments. All these are correct intentions that bring added value, both to you and to the people around you, and are in agreement with the soul. There is nothing improper here. There are things that help relaxation, evolution, well-being, harmony, without other hidden needs or negative emotions. And now, let's talk about some interesting facts. Many of us ask for health from the divinity. Health is the natural state of a human being, with the exception of those who are not born healthy. We will not talk about this further. When someone asks for health from the divinity, they believe that the divinity deals with giving health. But, health is something you are born with. You are healthy. If you lose it, it is because you did something against your soul, which distanced you from the source, from divinity. For example, the path chosen by your soul may be in another relationship, but you are in one that is tormenting you. The path of the soul is far from anger, rage, hatred, revenge and others like these. But you choose to stay there, and not enter into forgiveness, love, understanding and acceptance. The key is with you. More precisely, you are the key. If you want health, you have to make the transition. If divinity would give you health, without learning your lesson, it would mean that you would stop evolving, wouldn't it? And if the goal is evolution, what is the point of this game? You understand? Diseases come from disobeying the soul and from moving away from your divine nature. The exception is for the souls who have completed their mission and leave voluntarily, even if, often, we do not understand this. In these cases, the disease comes because it is a way in which the soul chooses to give up the body. We must understand the cause of the disease. We become aware, we evolve, we take care of our negative emotions, we heal, we understand how creation works and health is there. Health doesn't go anywhere. How could the soul give you a disease, if it needs this body to do its job here on earth? You would take your car to the scrap yard if it is new or perfectly functional? I don't think so. Remember, your intention determines the outcome. The intention can appear either from love, or from the opposite of love. An intention is incorrect when there are some negative starts that come from a limited mind, the one that does not know your greatness and power. An intention made from the soul and with love, is correct because it does not come from the limited mind, but comes from the divine mind that knows that we are one whole and that we have nothing to prove to anyone, and that we have no reason to be jealous, afraid or ashamed because we are not separated from others. Overall, the law of intention is a powerful principle that can help you manifest the life you desire. By focusing your thoughts and intentions on your desired outcome, you can align your energy with that outcome and increase your chances of achieving it. Remember to use correct intentions, visualization and take actions towards your goal. I really hope that this video has provided you with valuable insights into the topic at hand. I hope that these informations has been beneficial to you and that you can apply the knowledge gained in your daily life. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to press like and subscribe button if you are enjoying my content. See you soon.